you are going to share something, if you are going to be the director of energy in a space, you do not want to leave people on a low note. First of all, I grew up in the church. My family is Church of God in Christ, and the church that I went to growing up, it was singing. They was singing from. My son is 6. I knew even before then. When I was 3 years old, I knew like singing. Oh, that's it. That's it right there. And it wasn't like, for me, singing wasn't an additional thing. Music and singing was always just a part of who I was. My mom, she directed the youth choir, so I sang in the youth choir. Me and my sister. And so that was my life. I want to say my earliest memory with music and like for my passion for music was a choir anniversary. The choir anniversary. Now you know, you know the choir.
That's when everybody comes to show out.
Yeah. Yes, and that's when you bring in the old members that go to the different church.
You gotta be on your P's and Q's.
Listen, so there was a choir anniversary and they had the robes on. I remember they had the youth choir walking down in front of like the adult choir, and I just felt, I was like, oh, I'm somebody. I don't know who I am, but I'm somebody, you know. But that is when I knew like this is a part of who I am, and this is who I am. Like music is me. It's not a separate thing. I think around the age of 6 or 7 is probably when I understood that there was power in putting the pen to the page. And so like if a day goes by that I don't write, I feel incomplete. I feel like, did you really live today if you didn't document like one thing? Which is so funny, but like it's very
for
true
you.
For
it's
me.
like pictures.
Yes, it's like pictures for me. Like I feel, even in moments when I don't really feel like writing, I still need to write because I'm like, this is important. Because I go back to things that have happened maybe last year, maybe a couple of years ago, maybe a decade ago, and I'm like, girl, do you remember this? No, I don't actually. So I'm glad that I wrote it down. But as a kid, for me, writing was my way to make sense of my world. My way of making sense of my world, and then also creating my own world in a sense. I used to create stories heavily inspired by the Cheetah Girls. The Cheetah Girls and Destiny's Child were my personality from like 4th to 5th grade for sure. Off the dome, and I was like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into 2 groups, and y'all are going to write rap battle. Y'all are going to write like battle style about the other team, but we're gonna keep it clean. We're not gonna do all no cursing.
Right.
And our insult, if you are gonna insult somebody, it needs to be fire. At the end of the 5 minutes, we go head to head. We see who gets the heaviest hitting bars, and then we go back to the table. So we did like 3 rounds.
I was like a tournament.
Yes. I really had to use my mediation skills. I really had to use some de-escalation skills.
I'm sure.
I really had very intentional with how I was talking to them and what I was letting fly in the space, because I did not want there to be harm. And if there was harm, I wanted to make sure there was repair. But especially as a teenager, you're not always used to an adult just saying like, I am here with whatever you want to share, and if you're not ready to share, that's okay too. I just want you to know I'm here. Reclaiming myself through my creativity is through, I don't always sing well. Sometimes I very intentionally don't sing well because I just want to get the words out. I ain't hitting every note, you know, and that I don't always aspire to hit every note. Sometimes I just aspire to yell as loud as I possibly can because I need to. Because if I don't, I'm going to break.